Well, it was Faf du Plessis who won the toss at DY Patil and asked Kolkata to come in and bat. But it has worked out for Faf and not so much for the Knight Riders, who have folded for 128. That's right. They are all out for 128. And they've managed to get there because there was a 27-run partnership for the last wicket, Umesh Yadav and Varun Chakravarti. But it's really not been a good first half of the game for Kolkata. Really no runs coming, but almost everything that Bangalore did has worked out for them. And of course, getting a team all out in a 20-over game, well, that's just the kind of booster shot you need after you've lost the first game. You're watching Cricbuzz Live. I'm Gaurav Kapur. With me, Harsha Bhogle and Simon Doull. Harsha, safe to say that if Bangalore wanted to come back after the disappointment in their first game, you couldn't write a better one for them.
No, I mean, they've got to believe that this game is done. You never believe that way as a batting side, but deep down inside, they've got to know that this game is now theirs. It's just a question of how they handle it. Do they say, look, no rush, we'll try and get there in 17, 18 overs? Do they say, let's see how we go in the first 3 or 4 overs, let's try and get those in 13, 14 overs? But they have to get these. The only question I had was, I'm looking at 2 sets of bowling numbers. One is Wanindu Hasaranga, 4 for 20. And Harshal Patel, 2 for 11 in their 4 overs. Does that tell you that the pitch, which Mone Mokel said in the pitch report was drier, does that tell you that the ball is holding a little bit? If that happens, that is the only thing that can be said in favor of Kolkata. Because look at the quicker bowlers. Siraj went for big in 1 over. Shahbaz a spinner. But Akashdeep, 3.5, 3 for 45. So that's the only thing. You can't always tell from television, but Simon's got sharper eyes in these matters. Is there anything you notice that it's grabbing, holding, but not a lot, but did you notice?
Yeah, not too much. I think that what we did notice with the 2 wickets from Harshal Patel, they were both the quicker balls, though, weren't they? The short one to Billings, which cramped him for room, and he hit it to Kohli at long on. And the one to Andre Russell was a short, quicker, wider delivery where Russell was sort of set up for that short one at the body. So I think the slower balls were holding a touch, but we know that the dew has played a factor in the first couple of games already. The first few games already. So it might just negate any of that for the likes of Narayan and Chakravarti. But it's one of those, I don't say a banana skin type score and chase, because I'm with you. Bangalore should do it, and they should do it relatively comfortable. But when you look through, nobody really got going down to Andre Russell, and then the 2 right at the bottom, Umesh Yadav and Varun Chakravarti. Apart from that, nobody else got more than a run a ball, apart from, 12 from 8 for Sunil Narayan and Nitish Rana. So they just didn't get going.
I think, and for Russell, even for Russell, getting that 25 of 18, I think it was a bit of a gift from Faf putting Shahbaz there. For Russell to kind of hit himself into form, and he got a couple of big ones away at that point in time. Otherwise, this score would have been much lesser. But even what we see with Harshal Patel, we'll talk about Hasaranga because he's really been, he's your man of the match performer, unless somebody comes and takes like 5 and skittles Bangalore out for 100. RCB fans are currently throwing darts at my picture, but stranger things have happened. But if you look at Harshal Patel coming in, Harsha, at that time, Simon and me at the Combox said that you don't mind being 6 wickets down if Russell and Billings are batting, right? And Harshal comes in, 2 overs, 2 maidens, 2 wickets, gets both these wickets, both these big guys, and pretty much seals the game right there for his captain.
It's insane. In a T20 game, overs 12 and 14, when you've got 2 big hitters, when you've got 2 batters like that, and you bowl 2 maiden overs and pick up 2 wickets, they're just insane. You won't see that. I'll be very surprised if you see those kind of bowling figures, overs 12 and 14 at any time. To be fair, he was lucky that was set up. There were 6 down, so batsmen were aware of the fact that they need to take the game deep. But it just shows how much cleverer he's getting. What did we think before this started? Harshal takes pace off the ball, bowls fuller, the ball dips, but he's also bowling the 130 plus, as duly pointed out. In fact, if you look at all the wickets today, Rahane to a bouncer, Venkatesh Iyer to one that bounced more than he thought, Nitish Rana to a bouncer.
Yeah. So, and that's the thing. I think the one thing that Bangalore have got right today, Willie's 2 tight overs up front. Now, I know it was only 2 overs for 7, but it's the start. It's the pressure on for Siraj at the other end to be able to create an opportunity or two. Now, I know Akashdeep has gone for 45, but he's got 3 wickets. I take 3 for 40 every time in my 4 overs in a T20 game, because wickets are the key. 3 for 45 in the end. And then Hasaranga. So he hasn't had to use his key weapon. Purple cap, 32 wickets last year. Hasn't had to use him until really late in the piece. So, just think about the way that Faf has manoeuvred his bowlers here and been allowed to manoeuvre those bowlers because of what they've done up front. He's been able to hold Harsha Patel back till quite late in the piece. So I just think it's it's an indifferent batting performance, but I think it's also a very, very good bowling performance.
Harsha, I was thinking about what you had said before, and we had this long discussion about whether they get another bowler and shorten their batting. And every time a wicket fell, I said, well, there's no chance of that happening now.
Sometimes you shorten the batting, the same batsman bat better. But, but I mean, look, in a couple of cases.
It's a great point. You say it as a joke, but it's a good point, actually. When you perhaps feel like you don't have that much cushion, you just maybe just apply yourself you're just aware of it. That's it.
But look at Hasaranga's 2 wickets. Sheldon Jackson didn't read him at all. Sheldon Jackson played for the leg break. He will realize now that Hasaranga bowls very, very few leg breaks. That's something the analyst should have told him straight up front. Hasaranga's stock ball is a skidder that goes straight, or the wrong one that comes in. He hardly ever bowls the leg break. So he's gone there. And Shreyas Iyer, when he comes in to bat and there's a leg spinner bowling, that red rag that you show to a bull, that seems light pink.
Yeah.
He will charge. He just loves going after leg spinners. The number of times he's been caught at long on with a leg spinner, I can count 4 or 5 dismisses that I remember. So he's gone after Hasaranga. The moment he's gone, there's very little left in the batting, because I force goes along that if Shreyas Iyer doesn't have, I think KKR could be in trouble.
Well, at this point in time, it looks like signed, sealed, and delivered for Bangalore. But, well, if the Knight Riders bowlers want a challenge, well, they've got one now. Let's have a look at, let's have a look at who they are. We'll pull their 11 up and see who, if at all, can stop Bangalore from getting to 129, right? You know that the Bangalore-Kolkata games are always full of excitement. But there you go. Tim Southee's come into the game today. Didn't play the first one. You, of course, have Varun Chakravarti and Sunil Narayan. You have Tim Southee, Umesh Yadav. And then, of course, you're getting overs from Andre Russell, Nitish Rana, Venkatesh Iyer. So, they've gone with the 4 plus a fifth being, kind of divided between 3 people. But Umesh in that first game, Simon, let's talk to you about that. He's not got too many chances to play, not just with India, but even in this tournament and with the teams that he's been part of. But geez, he looked feisty in that first game.
Yeah, looked ready to go, didn't he? And I think that's the key for Umesh Yadav. When he's fit and raring to go, I think, he's as good a bowler to watch as anyone around the world. His power play numbers are outstanding as well. And I think that's the key when you look at Umesh Yadav. 59 and 20. Now, have a look above him. Trent Bolt, 106. Now, we go on about Trent Bolt, 106 overs and just 8 more wickets. Almost twice the overs and just 8 more wickets in the power play. And we talk a lot about Trent Bolt. Average strike rate and the economy rate for Umesh Yadav is fantastic inside that power play. There's not many better on that list. Jofra Archer, absolutely, but not many better on that list. So to me, he's one of the keys. I think Southee holds one of the keys as well. If the ball just swings a little bit and kisses off the surface, that swing away from the right-handers, draw Faf du Plessis forward, get Kohli in nice and early, bring that swing into play, maybe the little nip backer as well. If they can start well and put RCB under some pressure, and Bangalore are going to be under pressure. That's the key. It's a low target, but they are a team that is, we feel, and we talk about itself, they're always under pressure because there's huge expectations. We talk about their fans. We talk about, the sort of the love for the game that their fans have and the love for Bangalore that they have, but they're under enormous pressure time and time again. If they can put that batting line up under that pressure and then bring the likes of Narayan and Chakravarti into play when Bangalore may be 2 or 3 down, I think they're a chance. They're a chance to sneak it back. But they're going to have to be brilliant, and Bangalore are going to have to be slightly below par.
That's the game plan. All signed, sealed, and delivered for you. That's the game plan.
Yeah.
Umesh Yadav and Tim Southee have to get the ball to swing and take wickets so that Sunil Narayan and Varun Chakravarti are bowling to sort of middle order, lower order batsmen, but batsmen who are trying to defend having lost wickets. So that opening burst is going to be crucial. At the end of 6 overs, even if they are 27-28 for no loss, it's still game virtually done. They won't be 27-28 for no loss. But these are early tournament wickets. I mean, I asked later on if the ball was stopping a bit, but with the brand new ball, early tournament wickets, the ball is doing something. We saw that great spell from Prasidh Krishna and Trent Bolt. We saw Umesh Yadav's spell. We're seeing some very good spells up front. So this is the time for them. If they don't get wickets in the first 4-5 overs, they're struggling.
Well, we've seen it. We saw that list, and Umesh Yadav, you see the top 5. It's a very illustrious list. You don't have to, sell any of the other 4 bowlers in terms of being power play hunters. And, you should be counting Umesh Yadav in that as well. And he showed in the first game that he was really up for the hunt, really had his tail up. And I'm sure we're going to see that today as well. All right, we're going to come back at the end of the 10th over with, no, we won't. I think the chase will be done in 12.
You remember that old serial where someone fires an arrow at you, you can catch and throw the arrow back?
Yeah.
Remember those serials? Someone shoots an arrow, I catch it, I throw it back. That's exactly what you're trying to do with all the RCB guys who finish throwing darts at you. You're trying to throw them back, saying, no, I think he'll get over in 10 overs.
Yeah, I'm saying he'll get over in 12. So then we don't need to come here at the end of the 10th over, right? So that's my prediction.
Having already said, let's look at ways in which RCB can lose.
I'm here. I'm neutral. I kind of just keep balancing out, right? I'm that little statue of justice. I just hold it up and balance both sides. That's what I do. Before we get out of here, we, of course, got our predictions woefully wrong in the first innings. So we're going to try it with the power play. Harsha's already said 28, right? Is that what you said?
No. I said even if. I am going 41.
41.
I can't let it go by. I'm going to take Harsha's 28.
Ooh. Just come on.
And I'm going to say there'll be 2 or 3 down.
Ooh, nice. Okay. He's backing Saudi and Umesh. Well, it'll be fun to see. I'm thinking
Doull builds houses. He never builds fences. When he's not doing cricket, he used to sort of build houses. But he never built a fence in his life. He only sits on the bench, never sits on a fence.
Yeah, he doesn't. If he had built one, I would have sat on it, but he hasn't. So I'm going to go higher. I'll go with 47.
Okay.
47 from RCB. All right, let's see. If you guys have a guess, hashtag Cricbuzz Live. If you get it absolutely spot on, we're going to give you a Cricbuzz mug, which is going to be autographed by all of us, and you're going to get that in the mail. This one is not a Cricbuzz mug, but I just tried to fool you guys. We'll probably on VFX add one later. There's a few in the office. All right, so we have time for on Cricbuzz Live.
Yes, there you go. There's one of my 3.
Oh no, Rawat gone already?
Yeah, man.
Umesh,
you guys want to change the score? You're right. Okay, no problem.
Making his power play numbers better. I'm still sticking with 47. It'll come. No, I won't. Okay, we're gonna see you after the game. I'm changing it from 12th to the 14th over. So we'll see you then. But yes, I'm calling a Bangalore victory. Simon, half, 30-50, 30-50, 30-70?
30, 25, 75.
So 25.
I thought you were saying if you say 30, then what can I say? Because if you say 30, the other has to be 70 only.
Yeah. So you're saying
I don't get too many chances to have a go at Dooley.
Yeah.
Good point, sir.
And your call, Harsha?
0-100.
Bangalore. Okay, excellent. Well, we're all kind of siding with them. So let's see how it plays out. Thank you so much for watching Cricbuzz Live. It's goodbye for now.